the former champion has been kicked out. Chase Elliott got 2 playoff wins good enough to get himself in the championship 4. And also, the guy with 9 wins and the one who is, of course, who 3 of the 4 who appeared on the championship 4 last year are also eliminated, leaving just the guy who never won the championship, going against another guy who never won a Cup championship, but although did win the Xfinity championship in his rookie season, and the other 2 who were also Cup champions, respectfully 6 years apart. But now, everything else, all bets are off. It's time for Sports Talk, NASCAR Playoffs edition. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just want to say, everything was on the line. The 3 spots. The last resort. But we start off with a horse, of course, with 4 dominance at the round of 12. So first off, a win. We're going to say the tale of a tape. And we're going to begin with those 4, however. But we're going to recap the whole thing. Well, William Byron, who got in the playoffs once again, but this time with a win. That even though, sadly, of course, his teammate Jimmy Johnson, who was going to make 8 in a row, his chance of making 8 championship has been dashed. And he's out of the playoffs, replaced by Matty D, who in the first time got the championship. Was in a championship hunt. But we start off at Richmond with Ryan Blaney getting a penalty. And of course, I don't want to go off topic, but we're also 2 days till election endgame, where everything's on the line. And I'm not just talking about the championship. I'm talking about the election, like the House, the Senate, and the presidency are all on the line together, because it's 2016, anything can happen. Sorry, it's 2020, anything can happen. It could be the red wave, it could be the blue wave, but it's just unite together. And what are you doing? Get out there and vote. But yes, but I'm just saying, just vote early or vote in person on Tuesday. But back to what I'm saying. The others are Cole Custer, who did win, but after Harvick won at Bristol, it's unfortunate that, of course, with that, William Byron, Matty D, Cole Custer, and who else? Hold on. Let me go to the NASCAR app and let me go to the standings. Hold on. Oh yeah, Ryan Blaney are out. And then things got really intense. For the Ford performance, and of course the Toyotas don't cut any slack either, because we got the first time ever since 46 races since Kentucky, Kurt Busch, and it took him 22 races in his career, his 22 years, to get a home track win at Las Vegas. And it's worth it. And then, of course, he got wrecked next week at Talladega, but he didn't have to worry about that. But then, here comes Chris Buescher in the 17. And Matty D, who was already eliminated in the playoffs, and sadly, they got, in the 9, of course, the 21 and the 9 were penalized. But the 9, however, and the officials looked into the ruling further, and they decided to rescind the penalty given to the 9 and gave to the 17 instead. And yeah, that one's a bit controversial because the 11... Some say he went below the yellow line, but I'm one of the others saying he was also forced below the yellow line by Chris Buescher in the 17, the number 17 Ford. He was pushed down by right before they didn't notice, but they did notice he was also forcing down the 9. So then Chase was originally supposed to be above the cut line. But the rescinding, he's on the good. But now we're going to the Charlotte Roval, where Chase Elliott won for the last time. But then I gave out my voice again, yelling, "Come on, Chase!" And then, of course, he got it. Well, he got damaged because of the 95. And then, of course, with that, Austin Dillon, Clint Bowyer, Eric Almirola, and Kyle Busch, who was the champion last season, were eliminated. And as a result, he will know it's now in anybody's hands. The championship. And then, of course, we get to Kansas, where everything is on the line. And like I say, anything can happen with in Kansas. Harvick was leading, he was dominant, and then Kurt Busch had trouble. He had trouble, sadly, and which cost him lots of spots and put him in a must-win situation. But then at the final pit stop, Joey Logano came in, and of course, he got the win. And we're going to go to the tapes of the said 4 drivers who are in the playoffs. Who are in the championship 4. But even though we are going to be satisfied with, just like I'm satisfied with the Patriots right now, sucking so bad. 2-5, and also starting to support Tom Brady of the Buccaneers. Yeah, I'm starting to support Tom Brady now, but I would love to do a Brady watch for Sports Talk very soon. That's my main interest. Brady watch. But back to NASCAR. In Texasburg Speedway, Harvick was lead, but then of course he got trouble. But at the rain, and of course rain happened, and then at Texas, and then the rain happened, and then Monday. Yes, I live in Texas, and it was unfortunate. Rain, then postponed to Tuesday. And guess what? Rain's never gonna go away. And then Wednesday comes, raining a bit, and then clearing up. And it's about time, and we're gonna go start racing. And Clint Bowyer was the leader. But I swear, if they decided to cancel, then Clint Bowyer would get the win. And Chase Elliott would be on the good. But unfortunately for Chase, however, he was not on the good. He was not good to go because the tire, after winning stage 1, his tire was wearing off. Sadly. Yeah, sadly, his tire was wearing off. And, of course, Kyle Busch, who was already eliminated, won stage 2, but he's not here to defend the championship. He was already out of contention. But the only thing he wants, other than that, is to keep his winning streak alive. The Truex leads, and then, of course, it cost him the win. Well, I mean, Truex. But it also cost Clint Bowyer his final win of his career. But then Kyle Busch made it happen. He kept his winning streak alive at Texas with the Snickers zombie paint scheme. Which, of course, I tell you, that car ain't dead. I mean, like his other cars, that car was the undead. I'm not kidding. His car was undead. But if you're one in a few people who attended Texasburg Speedway, I hope you guys are enjoying your free tickets to Texasburg Speedway. But if you want to give the ticket, I got an email for Texasburg Speedway. You just DM me, and of course I'll ask if you want to transfer the ticket to me, just in case, if you're not interested in watching the All-Star race at Texasburg Speedway. Because, since Texas is now replaced with a road course also taking place in Texas, in Austin, the capital city, Circuits of the Americas. Well, although I'm not very interested in watching road courses, because I can't see if Chase is leading. But then, right after Kyle Busch spoiled the playoffs, on the 25, were of course Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, and Brad Keselowski, who is above the cut line. But then, 3 spots were on the line today. Like I say, the very 3 spots are up for grabs. Harvick, only 1, 2, or 3 will be eliminated. But Truex and Kurt, however, are going to have to win Martinsville, which I watched. And then for the first stage, the winner Denny Hamlin. But then I finally got a chance to watch the race for the second stage. And Chase Elliott got his third stage win in the round of 8. But then I got to watch stage 3. Chase Elliott was leading until a caution came out for Timmy Hill, who had sustained a flat tire. And then, of course, that moment right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, but Harvick was not. But Harvick was 2 laps down. Oh, sorry, a lap down. But he did not get a free pass. It was Matt Kenseth who replaced Larson, which I'm going to get to in a bit. In a tidbit. But then, the 9, however, jumped early, but then got back to the pit wall just in time before Chase Elliott came in, and then it cost Chase Elliott the lead to go down two positions, and then it was over. Well, not over yet. Yeah, but then NASCAR overruled. Checked the penalty. But then they ruled it was good. It was just a he made it in time. He made it to the wall in time. Right before it cued a mishap. But at the end. But then Truex was leading right before William Byron had problems and tore off his rear end of the car, that is. And then it's already, but then everybody is aggressive. Like from Martin Truex, Chase Elliott, and of course, trying to think. Oh yeah, Kurt Busch and Alex Bowman. Everyone wants to win Martinsville. But then Truex, of course, go up, and then Chase got the lead, but then an unfortunate end for Truex's championship hopes of winning his second one. And Harvick's chances of winning his second one are also going to be up. And then, of course, Chase Elliott made the win. But then Harvick is trying to pull a Ryan Newman from 2014, where Harvick won and got in. And Newman successfully did that, and he got in the final position for the Championship 4, where both respectively finished 1 and 2. But Harvick, however, his backfired. Was going to throw Hamlin off the championship train. Make sure Toyota will never, ever make another Championship 4 appearance again. But Toyota, however, out of the 3 championship claims, only 2 have got the championship. Now, out of the championship appearances in the playoffs, they got it. But, however, Chase Elliott got it, and he passed inspection, so he gets a grandfather clock. Which he ironically won twice for the grandfather clock in the Truck Series. And then, with that, now we're going to go to the tail of the tape. Joey Logano, out of the 3 championship appearances. Let's see. He finished 3rd. He finished 4th in 2015. he finished second in 2016 to Jimmy Johnson, who got his 7th championship. But at 2008, he beat in the Big Three, courtesy of Truex, Harvick, and Kyle Busch, who three are not going to be in the championship for this year. Brad Keselowski, who got like a few wins to win the championship, but of course at Homestead, Jeff Gordon was the winner of the race. But Brad Keselowski, in his role, was finished 25th or better to win the championship, and he did it. He finished above 25th, and he was the champion. Denny Hamlin, out of every championship appearances, except for 2013, where he missed the playoffs due to injury, due to being out for a few races with an injury. He has never won. He never won a single Cup championship in every appearances. But the closest he came was in 2010. But he also missed out with the playoffs in 2015 and 2018. And Chase Elliott, well, the tape for the kid, because he's got, let's see, he has a 2014 Xfinity Series Rookie of the Year, Xfinity Series Most Popular Driver, but he's also the 2014 Xfinity Champion, where he claimed it at Phoenix by having the more margin to claim the championship, having above in the first position. But he's also the 2016 Rookie of the Year. But he never missed a single playoffs appearances. But he was eliminated at the round of 12 once. But 3 times he was shy of making a championship 4. But thanks to the Burnsville win, he got it done. So yeah, he got it done. And I tell you, that son of a gun will, of course. But will he win the championship? First championship? Will Denny Hamlin win his first championship? Or will one of the Penske boys win their second championship under the format? Only time will tell. Next week on the Championship 4, we're going to cover that next week. But I do want to talk about the elephant in the room. Kyle Larson. Well, he already been fired for making a racial slur and all. But NASCAR has decided, right during Texas postponement, the postponement of Texas, Kyle Larson has been reinstated by NASCAR. And of course, he was signed with Hendrick Motorsports, joining the once rival Chase Elliott, who had beaten Chase 3 times at the All-Star Open for the final transfer spot, right before Chase Elliott got the fan vote. Right before Chase has got the fan vote. And of course, he will also join Alex Bowman in the who's now going to be piloting the 48, and William Byron of the 24. And the 88 will now be the number 5. So, yeah, that is good news, however. And yes, we're a week away from the championship race. We're 2 days away from election endgame. And of course, we're a few minutes away from Sunday Night Football, which I will not be covering except for the Tom Brady part. And no, I will not cover the protest of the national anthem because, I know it's problematic, but, but like I say, but hear me out. It's just I don't want to cover controversies. Well, the only controversy I covered was Kyle Larson saying the N-word. But, but that one, I will touch no subject on politics with sports because they need to distance themselves. Alright, guys, that's going to be about it. I will see you guys next time. And remember, fight, 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 race, 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 win that championship.